know, these incels really crack me up. These people are funny. There's a guy out there who's an incel who created an online dating account as a super ultra omega Chad. Now, him pretending to be a Chad is not the point of the video. The point is, the ultra omega Chad is a criminal who has a criminal past because he's beaten the dog shit out of women. He's very upfront about it. That's the first thing you're going to see in his profile. I've been to jail for beating women. You might be next. And folks, the sub-5 human incels are going into a panic. They're lost, they're confused, they're scared, they're sad. Because just 48 hours later, this super ultra mega Chad had 800 matches on Tinder. He broke all the rules. He said he beats women. He doesn't care. He's a racist. He wants to keep his Aryan blood going. And the women were like, okay, okay, sounds fun. What, you didn't know that, you loser? You didn't know that Chads can get away with murder? You didn't know that? You had to do a stupid experiment on the internet just to figure that out. And that's why I'm always going to say, these incels on the internet, these guys that are always complaining about sub-5, about the black pill, about all these things, these guys are gay. These guys are feminine, and these guys have high levels of estrogen. And I'm going to explain why. This super ultra omega Chad you're seeing on your computer screens right now, this guy doesn't look like this by mistake. Yeah, because these black pill losers think that this just happened just because. They think this guy just wakes up in the morning, scarfs down a whole bucket of KFC, chucks it down with some Kool-Aid, some purple grape drink Kool-Aid, and then for lunch he goes out and gets a burrito mixed up with a pizza, and then he's just farting up all day. He has the bubble guts. And for dinner, this Chad, you know, he wants to keep it simple, so he wants to just eat some frozen fast fixums, like that loser Asmongold. Yeah, this Chad has the same diet as Asmongold. Fast fixum soda candy. But, you know, Asmongold wakes up looking like a horrific loser, a monstrosity. And this guy wakes up in the morning looking like a Chad because they have different genetics. This guy won the genetic lottery. Asmongold, even though they have the same diet, same routine, Asmongold looks like a creep because he has poor genetics. That's how these black pill incel losers, rejects of society, the sub-5 humans, stink. They think this just all happens by mistake. And then they're crying on the internet. And you tell them, hey, bro, have you ever thought of maybe just stop being fat? Stop being ugly? Stop being poor? Their response is always, bro, that's a cope. Yeah, go to the gym. Yeah, that's a cope. Okay, well then go f*** yourself, you loser. Go ahead and cry in the corner, you sub-5 worthless human. Sub-5, you're sub-5. You're worthless. You can go cry about it. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to hold your hand because you're a sub-5 human. Nobody cares. You don't even exist to women. Women don't even see you. Scientifically proven. A study was conducted on women on their brainwaves, and most men to women are just invisible. Nothing happens. No brainwaves are activated when they're showing pictures of random men. Your typical average man to women is invisible. They don't even know you exist. So again, I'm going to say, you can go cry about it. Nobody's going to care. Meanwhile, the Ultra Mega Chad is in the gym. Meanwhile, the Ultra Mega Chad is fasting for 2 days because he wants to get his ass back. He feels a little bit bloated. The Super Ultra Mega Chad is putting ice packs on his face. The Super Ultra Mega Chad has a skincare routine. That's why his skin is glowing all the time. He only drinks water. He doesn't drink soda. He reads all the labels when he goes to the supermarket because he doesn't want to get any inflammation. This guy spends countless hours per week focusing on his appearance. His appearance is everything because appearances are everything. If you're ugly, you don't matter. If you're ugly, nobody cares whether you die or not. That's just the cold hard reality. So instead of taking hours upon hours to conduct this social experiment of faking to be a Chad on the internet just to prove something that we all already know, why don't you adopt this Super Ultra Omega Chad's routine? Why don't you obsess over your appearance just like the Super Ultra Omega Chad? You don't do the things that this guy does. You don't go to the gym like he does. You don't eat the things he eats. You don't spend your time how he spends his time. You're inside all day on Reddit conducting social experiments just to prove that you're a sub-5 loser, which we all already know. We know your life is hard. We know nobody likes ugly people. Nobody wants to be around losers. And we know that Chad can get away with murder. Everybody knows. Women don't care. Yes, women don't care. When he does it, they love it. They laugh. They giggle. When you do it, they're going to call the authorities. You're going to get gunned down. Because you're scary. You scare people because you're ugly and you smell and you stink and your skin's bad. And you're balding and you have low testosterone. And you watch a lot of porn. And you're depressed and you're sad. And you're a loser. Quite frankly, you're just a loser. You're part of the 70% of Americans that are fat, ugly, and poor. So, by default, you're a loser. Yes, I'm going to say it. I don't care how successful you are at your job. If you're fat and you're ugly, you're a loser. If you're fat and ugly, you're a loser and the hoes don't care. They don't care about what you're talking about. They don't want to hear it. Instead of being on 4chan and instead of being on Reddit talking all day about how hard life is for ugly guys. Man, it just really sucks to be an ugly guy. Man, I wish my mouth didn't look like an anal cavity. Look at my mouth. Oh. Why don't you look up what do male models eat on a daily basis? What's their diet like? And just copy his diet. And then look up, hey, what's the skincare routine of a male model? This guy, what's a skincare routine? It's out there. I mean, it's out there. You just have to look for it. If you were just to stop going on black pill forums for 10 minutes, crying like a hoe, talking about how life is for an ugly guy. You know, life sure is hard for an ugly guy. No, you think? But what's your diet like, pimple face? Hey, what's your diet like, erectile dysfunction? You don't even wake up with a boner in the morning. Your life is a disaster. If you're not waking up in the morning with a massive rod knocking everything over, you got yourself a problem. If you're not lean, low body fat with a six-pack, you got yourself a problem. These are all things that are in our control. There's no reason why you shouldn't have a six-pack as a man. There's no reason why you shouldn't be waking up in the morning with a massive erection. These are all things that we can control. Yeah, maybe you don't have the same facial structure as a male model because you were raised to be a loser. You spent your entire childhood, your development years being a loser. You know, your fat pig of a mom used to give you fast fixums for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hamburger helper, pizza, fries. So as a result, you started mouth breathing, and now your face is an utter disaster in adulthood. There's not much we can do there. But what about your body? But what about your skin? But what about your hair? But what about your clothes, the way you smell? Because I'm looking at the chat, besides his facial structure, what else about him can't you do? Can't you dress this way? For all we know, this shirt costs $5. It looks like $1 million. It looks very expensive. But for all we know, this is a $5 shirt from Goodwill. And he got it altered at the tailor for $5. He looks like he smells amazing. I want to sniff this guy. I want to go up to his neck and just sniff him. Now imagine how women feel when they see this guy. Bro, listen. The time for you to obsess over your appearance is right now. Your entire day as a man should revolve around how do I get more money and how do I look better? And it doesn't matter what you're working with. We don't care about your facial structure. You have to be better. That's it.